I've not played this before. I've had a few people bug me to play it. Told me I absolutely had to. I think the volume's got turned back up since I set it up. I'm not really sure why or how. We'll check in a minute. For those of you who are not familiar with me and horror games, I find them really, really boring. Like, most people think they're so great, they're so scary. I can't stand them. And not because I'm scared, I'm actually not scared at all. Like, it's just the same repetitive stuff over and over again, and it's really monotonous. But I've been told numerous times that this game is great, that I absolutely have to try it, so I'm going to give it a chance. First impressions, cheesy console port. I say that because when you launch the game, you sit here staring at this screen until you press a key. This is something they stopped doing in PC games back in the early 90s, because they realized that no gamer wants to sit here at a screen staring at it, waiting for something to happen, and then go, oh, I've got to press a button to get to the menu. No, gamers want to go right to the menu. Like this. Except clicking the mouse doesn't seem to work. Could we go to the menu, please? There we go. This is what I should see when I launch the game. Now, I haven't checked to see if you can skip the advertisements for the companies who made the game that you get when you launch the game. Those are annoying too. If I can't, I'll probably just go rename the files. Usually they're Bink video files. They're sitting in the game folder or a subfolder. You can just rename them, and the game can't find them, and the game won't load them. Let's fix this audio. I've already... Yeah, didn't I turn you down and you... down further? I was afraid I wouldn't be able to hear the cutscenes. I always end up doing that. Get in a game, turn the volumes down so that they sound good in the menu, and then you can't hear the cutscenes. So you have no clue what's going on. And the music still seems too loud. Whatever, we'll figure it out once we get into the game. One other gripe I have before I play. You go to game, you've got your, you want to change your keybinds. So what do? You click on Control Scheme, and you're greeted with this. I don't have this. I had one about 7 years ago. I used it a couple of times, gave it to my younger brother. He had an Xbox 360. I would never own this. Why can't the game tell you don't have one plug? Can't the game pull Windows and go, do you have a controller? And Windows be like, no, I don't have a controller. I have never had a controller. And the game go, oh, okay, I won't bother showing this at the top of the menu. Input map. Why can't they make that key mapping? Oh, because you use the mouse too. Okay, I understand that. Would you like to apply and save these changes? No, I didn't change anything. Vibration, no one cares. Aim assist was on by default. Are gamers really that bad at games these days? I can't remember any time I've ever needed aim assist, except for in the original Doom and Doom 2, where you didn't have mouse look and you couldn't aim up and down. You had to line up horizontally with the target and the game would automatically shoot up or down for you, because you turned left and right with the keyboard keys and there was literally no way to look up or look down. That's the only time I've ever needed auto-aim in a game. Now, one thing I will say in this game's defense, one thing I absolutely love, screen size, windowed full screen. That is so awesome. Yeah, I thought this was going to be a really bad experience when I first launched this, and both monitors were black, and the computer was freezing, and then I find windowed full screen in there, and that just made my day. This game may still disappoint me enough that this doesn't matter, but the fact that it has this option at all is great. There are so many PC games that need this option and need it to work properly. Like DayZ has something called windowed full screen or borderless windowed or something to that effect, but it doesn't work right. I mean, you move the mouse out of the game window and the game still kind of goes into a suspended mode where it minimizes. You can't just move the mouse in and out of the game window as you please. With this game, you can. I have no idea if you guys can even see that. You can see the mouse leaving the window, kind of. I can click on something outside the game window, interact with it, and the game is still there on my monitor. It's just that the taskbar pops up over it, which is great. I love that. It means I don't have to find the game in the taskbar or Alt-Tab to find the game, wait for the game to maximize again, and to stop choking to death like DayZ does. So I'll give them, 2 big thumbs up for having a proper windowed full screen, or borderless windowed mode, if you will. The graphics options were okay. It automatically defaulted to Ultra, which I was fine with. I turned off motion blur because God help anyone when motion blur is on, because you can't tell what the hell's on the screen. I know with a lot of our LCD monitors, it's not like it really matters because the monitor itself is so blurry when there's motion, but I still can't stand motion blur. Depth of field, often an excuse to add more blur effects, so I turned it off. The problem is depth of field means something different in every game. Like, they'll have different effects that depth of field toggles on and off from game to game. So you can't really say that depth of field is a specific thing 100% of the time. So I just tend to turn it off automatically. Maybe it would have made things look better, but I don't want to find out the hard way. So without further ado, and without further bashing of the game, or games in general, let's just click play game. Oh my. I do have all of the DLC. I picked it up during the Steam sale. They had, for like 47 something, the bundle with the game and all of the DLC. And I scratched my head for a minute and I said, wait a minute. If I buy just the plain game, just the vanilla game, and then I get the season pass, or whatever it was called, that had 2/3 of the DLC with it, and then I buy the few DLCs that aren't in the DLC pack that has most of them, I get all of the DLCs and the game for $10 less than the pack that has the game and all of the DLC. So I just said, to heck with it, I'll spend the $35 or $36, or maybe it was $38, I don't remember, and save almost $10 whole to get everything, rather than get ripped off by Steam and buy the pack that had everything. Don't ask me. I have no clue. So I've got, I assume Alien Isolation is the vanilla game. Oh, there's a game to continue? No, I don't think so. It doesn't have this little bar, and it's not as white. Oh, dear God. Nightmare. We'll assume medium is normal. I can't see any of that. Okay, how does it look on the stream? That's the real... It doesn't matter how it looks on my monitor. It matters how it looks on the stream. We'll go with that. Left to right to adjust. You've got to be kidding. At least this isn't like some cheesy console ports where you can't use the mouse to adjust these things. What is that, Dragon's Dogma game? That thing, you can't use the mouse in the UI like 80% of the time. It's ridiculous. The main menu, it works, but in most other parts of the game, UI, it doesn't. There is no button to click to continue. You have to press enter straight out of the cheesy console port handbook. So we'll press enter. Oh, tips. Because we have no clue how to play games. We haven't been doing it since the early 90s. almost afraid to talk during this in case they say something important, but I have this feeling we're not going to hear any talking.
Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo.
I was wrong.
Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew: Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash, and Captain Dallas are dead.
Is it spelling alien isolation in really big letters?
Cargo and ship destroyed. I should reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network will pick me up. This is Ripley, last survivor of the Nostromo, signing off.
Still a little loud, but not too bad.
Ripley? I'm Samuels. I work for the company. It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda. A commercial vessel, the Anesidora, has recovered what we believe to be the flight recorder unit of the Nostromo.
Where?
Zeta Reticula.
What did it tell you?
We don't know. The unit was taken to Sevastopol Station. It's proprietary material, so the company wants it to be collected as soon as possible. Sevastopol's a supply depot in the region. It's a permanent free port facility.
I know what it is.
Transit's arranged. There's a courier ship called the Torrens heading out that way in 2 days. We're going to travel out.
We?
Me and another exec. And you, if you're willing. Look, Ripley, when this job came across my desk, I read the case history. I know why you're working in the region where she went missing. You're still looking, aren't you? I've been cleared to offer you a place on the Torrens if you want to come along. Maybe there'll be some closure for you.
Is this a movie or a game? Did they just skip, like, 2 days worth of story? Use move keys to walk. You've got to be kidding. Oh, what on earth? Okay, one of those things. I may actually have to increase the look speed on the mouse. Or the sensitivity, or whatever. Menus are a little slow to exit. Mouse is still a little slow. I don't see how that's possible. It's an 8200 DPI mouse. It is saving my changes to the mouse speed, right? Yes, it is. Okay. We'll put it there for now. Wasn't sure there for... Oh, that's not bad. Okay. I'm actually a little surprised to see her feet down there. It's a pretty rare feature in a video game. It looks somewhat ridiculous, though. Kick her shoes around the room. That's funny. Kick someone else's shoes. Kick a book. Could we, like, put the shoes on, maybe? Oh, so you sign in with a card. So anyone who steals your card can sign in. Well done. Awesome security. Get dressed. I was wondering if that was going to be an objective, or if we were just going to run around in our underwear. The sumo guy is funny. Is that a cartoon picture of the kid from Pokemon? Oh, I guess they do have names on here. Oh, this pod must have been empty. Let's see, someone likes fast spacecraft and lunar style. This person seems to like cops and sumo wrestlers. And hefty books. Oh, wow. We can't look down when crouched. And this person seems to like nothing. Oh, our run button doesn't work. Which way to get dressed? We'll assume it's this way. One thing I'm actually quite pleased about is it doesn't have the whole idiot follow this line thing like Dead Space did. Number 5, huh? Use registration points to manually save your progress. Okay. I just unlocked an achievement for this. Where's my mouse? Oh, dear God. Just... Nope. Okay. Is that magnets with some herbs hanging from it? Or is that just a regular horseshoe? Can't jump. There's no jump button. Apparently white girls can't jump, according to the devs of this game. Crew roster. Interesting. Those are some very octagonal, whatever the hell they're supposed to be, controls of some sort. Oh. Sure. So you use the emergency thing to save, and in true console game fashion, you have to wait forever to be able to save. I think I broke it. What's this? Oh, something else I broke. Yeah, you shouldn't step on that with bare feet. Oh, well, that's uneventful. What's in here? The bathroom? This is a shower. It's just a 2D sprite. That's sad. I think that's enough water wasted for the moment. Apparently the toilet is wet. That's definitely wet now. What is making that noise? Oh, this thing. Okay. More shoes. I have to use the... You've got to be kidding. Okay, take all. Man, you've got to be kidding. Scrap, ejector scrap. I have no idea if I even need this garbage. Just steal everybody's stuff. At least there was something to steal, though. Or loot, I should say. Because in video games, you're never stealing. This looks very 80s. Very 80s indeed. Okay. So where is this girl's clothing? Like, we're passing the spacesuits before we figure out where her outfit is. Oh my. This is going to take some getting used to, isn't it? I actually kind of like that. That's a rare thing in video games. What's this? Emergency escape pod? It'd be nice if things were marked. Oh yeah, it is, because these... This is where you strap in, right? Or is this a docking port? Doesn't really say. Maybe it's like a landing craft or something. That door goes to the cockpit. What do you have here? Instruction manual for the suit, maybe? Okay, that's to a ladder, and this is to chairs. Engine maintenance and repair. I'm surprised I could read that. I'm quite pleasantly surprised by this game and its graphic quality so far. I'd like to know what my frame rate is. I'm going to do something terrible and open up Bandicam and hope it doesn't kill OBS. Please bear with me as everything breaks. Okay, Bandicam is running. Frame rate is 180, 160, 190. Huh, okay. I'm rather pleasantly surprised by that. Hello, random person. Do you know where our clothing
Taylor,
is?
Good morning. Ripley, it's certainly not good. I very much doubt it's morning either. Sorry. I feel like death. I don't know how you people put up with hypersleep regularly.
You get used to it.
I don't do long haul very often. Most legal execs don't travel further than the coffee machine.
I'm surprised Weyland-Yutani felt the need to send legal at all.
The loss of the Nostromo and its cargo cost the company a lot of money. It's important we find out what happened. If I can close the case with a conclusive accident report, it'll look great with my superiors. I'm sorry. That was insensitive. I realize your mother has been missing for 15 years, and you...
It's okay. We'll both
She'll
get
be
what we
missing
want,
for a lot
right?
more than 15 years.
Have you seen Samuels? He's probably been up for hours.
I'll catch up with him.
You should probably get changed before Verlaine calls us.
Yeah, I've been looking for the clothing, but haven't found it yet. Let's turn the environmental music nonsense down again. I could barely hear what she was saying. Unfortunately, I assume it's merged in with the SFX and cutscene volume, which is a little louder than it should be. During cutscenes, at least. That's one negative strike here. You should always have a separate volume for the voices, because you never get those right. Energy drinks, I assume? And obviously this is some kind of food in a can, and ketchup. It says Kepler, but I have no clue what it is. It's supposed to be some kind of futuristic Rubik's Cube. Looks like a maze drawn on a paper cube. Yeah, the clutter is not really that high quality, is it? Well, maybe the tomato ketchup is. Ketchup must have been important. I think it's funny this little bar says eat on it, as if you didn't know you were supposed to eat it. Oh, hello, trash can. Throw ourselves away here. This must be the audio room. What is that? Futuristic Nintendo? What do we have here? More stuff I don't want to read? Ah, yes, and no mouse. Okay. I think there was information about the missing ship that, what was her name? Ellen Ripley was on? Ooh. That texture looks terrible. Also looks kind of like gerbil or hamster food or something. Not that I've ever had a gerbil or a hamster. Okay. I wish we could run. Or jump. Or both, preferably. Okay, we came from that direction. Not sure why the lighting is so noisy. One of these days we may actually find the clothing that we're supposed to be looking for. I like the smoke effects in here, though. I'm surprised at the frame rate. It's surprisingly high. Something tells me I'm not going to find any clothing here. Maybe we should go back and search again. We still can't run. That's an important game mechanic. Especially when you've accidentally passed something you were supposed to do and need to go back. Maybe we should just take one of these. We can't get one of these. Was that? Sounded like a door, maybe? Oh. Well now, we went the long way, didn't we? Let's take a second look in here. Physics objects. Do these beds have names? They don't seem to. I already looked at this. I doubt it says anything new. Didn't read it the first time, though. I can find shoes. Can't pick them up, though. We have inventory items, but I have no clue how to use them. Oh wait, there we go. Well done at not noticing the glowing yellow locker. Okay, we now have shoes and pants. Let's start. We still can't run though. I think we should go back to the cryo room and sleep room, or whatever the hell they call it. Oh, there is something I missed in here.